In this course, you will learn to unlock the power hidden within your organization's data. If you feel overwhelmed by massive amounts of disparate information, this journey will provide your roadmap to clarity. You will start by tackling the modern data challenge, discovering how data integration turns chaotic noise into actionable insights. Next, you will dive into the Microsoft Azure ecosystem, Azure Data Factory. You will use this central post office to connect, transform, and publish clean data. You will explore infinite storage solutions that handle trillions of files with blazing fast retrieval. Azure Databricks and Analytics. You will harness Apache Spark to process data in memory at incredible speeds. Azure Synapse Analytics. Finally, you will unify everything in an industrial park that uses massively parallel processing for end-to-end business intelligence. In a world where every credit card swipe and social media post creates a new data point, businesses are facing a staggering explosion of information. Right now, your valuable data is scattered across Office servers, cloud storage, and various partners, making it feel more like chaotic noise than a helpful tool. That is where data integration comes in. By gathering these disparate pieces, cleaning them up, and unifying them into a single accessible folder, we turn that noise into a clear roadmap for better decision-making. Think of Azure Data Factory as the central post office for your organization's information. It is a serverless service, meaning it handles all the heavy machinery behind the scenes, while you simply provide the instructions. The process starts with the integration runtime, the engine that moves data from point A to point B. Using linked services as your secure keys and datasets to define your files, ADF initiates a three-step workflow. First, it connects and collects data from on-site or cloud sources. Next, it transforms and enriches that data by cleaning formats or combining lists. Finally, it publishes the refined information to a destination, or sink, where it is ready for professional analysis. Once you've collected your data, you need a massive place to keep it. While a traditional database is like a rigid, organized filing cabinet with very limited space, an Azure Data Lake is like a vast, infinite warehouse. This data lake can store everything in one place, from structured spreadsheets and semi-structured JSON files to unstructured images and videos. There are truly no limits. You can store trillions of files, some reaching petabytes in size. With the modern Gen 2 version, a hierarchical namespace organizes your data into folders and subfolders, just like your computer's desktop, making data discovery blazing fast. Collecting and storing data is just the beginning. The real value comes from being able to read and interpret it. This is where Azure Databricks and Azure Data Lake Analytics, or ADLA, come into play. Databricks provides a collaborative workspace where data scientists and engineers use Apache Spark to process massive amounts of information directly in the computer's memory, making it incredibly fast. For specific complex questions, like calculating total sales across 50 states, ADLA offers an on-demand service. You simply write a script and run the job. ADLA scales up instantly to process the data and deliver your answer, ensuring you only pay for the work being done. If Azure Data Factory is the post office and the data lake is the warehouse, Azure Synapse Analytics is the entire industrial park. It is a true one-stop shop that brings together data integration, warehousing, and big data analytics into a single powerhouse. Through Synapse Studio, you get a single web interface to code, monitor, and manage your entire data flow. You also get total financial flexibility, with options to pay for a dedicated powerhouse or only for the specific queries you run. Most importantly, it uses massively parallel processing, breaking massive problems into 60 smaller pieces, so 60 brains can solve them at the same time. All of this is wrapped in enterprise-grade security that encrypts, authenticates, and masks your sensitive information. This course provided a comprehensive overview of how businesses harness the explosion of modern data. It began by exploring the challenges of data generation in silos, demonstrating how organizations were overwhelmed by fragmented information. From there, it introduced Azure Data Factory, which acted as a central post office collecting data and transforming it into unified pipelines. We then covered Azure Data Lake, a massive storage warehouse capable of holding all data types, from structured to unstructured, using a hierarchical structure for efficient access. Following this, the course detailed how services like Databricks and Data Lake Analytics enabled teams to process this data at incredible speeds. Finally, we looked at Azure Synapse Analytics, which unified integration, storage, and analytics into a single industrial park, leveraging massively parallel processing and enterprise-grade security to turn raw data into a clear, actionable roadmap for success.